Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gallop Major, and this is a game of Capture the Base on Estuary and a review of the USN Tier 5 light cruiser USS Dallas. So, going back to that shipping forecast, Tier 4, 5, yeah, 4 and 5 games. So, Fubuki, Emerald, Marblehead, Legazion, a Dallas working with New York, another Dallas, a Fuso, and a Warspite. Spawned on the right flank. Looking at my options, I could even go left or right. I've decided to go right and head out towards that little island that you can see directly ahead of me. So the USS Dallas, she's a paper ship. Basically that means she's a design ship, not actually built. It follows on from the 1930 London Naval Treaty, 1932 I believe. So in 1932 the big nations got together to review the Washington Naval Treaty of 1922, because obviously that had come to the end, like was about to expire. One of the things that was written into the treaties was that each nation was given a allowance, or like a displacement allowance, for light and heavy cruisers. And so following this, when the USN was designing its light cruiser program, which included the Brooklyn class cruisers, it found out that if it only built Brooklyn class cruisers, it wouldn't be able to maximize the displacement, its allowable displacement for light cruisers. And so what it decided to try and do with the leftover bit of displacement was to try and build another type of light cruiser. This is where Dallas comes in, where they could maybe build like a couple of those ships and just to almost like round off the allowance. However, they managed to managed to do some refinements on the Brooklyn class light cruisers, and therefore didn't actually need to implement the Dallas class, I guess you could say. So USS Dallas, as always, this is all going to be in comparison to the Tier 5 Tech Tree cruisers, fully upgraded. So that just gives you a nice little baseline there. So survivability, you have a below average HP. You've got slightly less than the Leander, but you do have more than the Legazion and the Nuremberg. But everyone's got more than the Nuremberg, let's be honest. And now your armor values they're quite low. I mean, your maximum armor thickness is only 89mm, so that's something to bear in mind. You're probably going to get overpenned by high caliber weapons from every and any angle, so it's not going to be too good. Just wonder what the AA is going to be like on this, because obviously they took away the AA stats, so we've got no idea what our AA is like and what range it's got and how quickly it can kill an aircraft. So it's your guesswork. You just sail towards an aircraft nowadays and just hope something happens. No, I think the plane's dead. There you go. Nope. Sorry, easily distracted. I might just chuck sonar on, just because I suspect the Emerald could be chucking torpedoes out. Yep, there they are. So, continuing on, so yeah, you do have that low armor value, something to bear in mind. I'm going back to the base because I know where the destroyer is now. You do have a torpedo bulge, which does come with a 4% torpedo reduction, so that is a good thing to bear in mind, because there are some cruisers at this tier which still don't come with torpedo bulges. Now, artillery-wise, you are a light cruiser, as classified under the 1922 Washington Naval Treaty, which means you only have 6-inch guns. However, you do have 10 of them. You have a very Pensacola-style turret layout, so A turret's only a dual turret, B turret super firing over A turret and is a triple turret. and then you've got the reverse at the back. So X turret's a triple turret, super firing over, Y turret, which is a dual gun turret. So you've got 5 guns forward and 5 guns aft. Now you have average range for your tier. You have a fast reload and quick traverse speed. You have average HE and fire chance for a 6-inch gun. However, you do have a low AP damage. You do have the highest HE DPM for the tier, along with the highest fires per minute. Basically, if you got every hit on target and things like that, then you'll be making lots and lots of fires. I think it's like 9.6. However, you also have an above average AP damage, even when considering the lower than average AP damage per shell. Torpedoes, a lovely easy thing to talk about here. There are no torpedoes due to United States Navy doctrine in regards to torpedoes in the 1930s. Maneuverability, you have average speed, reasonable turning circle, and a slow rudder shift. The slow rudder shift comes as a surprise. I would have expected a very quick rudder shift because your armor is so thin. Your only real way of surviving is using your maneuverability. I might just quickly put the brakes on, see if I can pick on that war spot over that cliff while I'm not spotted. Now, concealment, it's reasonable. It's the best way to pull it. It's better than average though, and you have a very good concealment in smoke. So that is something to bear in mind. If you see a smoke screen, you can take advantage of it. If you're working in a division with a destroyer, then you can coordinate using the destroyer smoke screen to get the cruiser into a decent position. Right, full speed ahead. I'll head over to the base. I'll let you capture the base. I'm gonna head this way, and that gives me an opportunity to maybe duck into the base either side of me, I think. Consumables, we have 2 sonar. This is the same as as most cruisers at tier 5. So basically the only special ones are going to be the Germans, as always. So this will detect ships at 3.9 kilometers. It will detect, actually I'm seeing that battleship possibly heading towards the base, so I might try and cut him off. Oh, that guy's still in there. I might as well take advantage of this position, but I've got to be very careful of what I'm doing. So, and picks up torpedoes at a range of 2.8 kilometers, 2.8. It has a 92-second duration and 180-second reload, so pretty normal, pretty normal. You do come with 4 spotter aircraft, which is like the aircraft themselves, nothing special, but because you have 4, it does mean that you have that ability to duck behind islands and use your spotter aircraft to do your spotting for you, which does mean that you can slightly reduce your dependency on your team, because you can't always trust them. I will dash up to the base, just in case. Now, modules wise, I've gone for aiming systems because your other options are going for secondaries, which is a bit pointless because it's a cruiser, you don't normally have good secondary builds. The other option is to improve your turret traverse speed for a increased reloads, basically makes your reload slower. That doesn't seem worthwhile. Your turrets are quick and your DPM's good, so making something better, making something better worse, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to be the right trade-off really. Now for the second module, so your rudder shift is slow. However, I've gone propulsion mods because I do like the ability to accelerate quickly and decelerate quickly in order to take advantage of cover and things like that. By having that, I can almost see a small island and go, okay, I'm going to go and stop behind that island, and it means that I can get there and slow down really quickly and make sure I don't run out the other side, or I stop at the perfect gap and stuff like that. So that's USS Dallas. She's a pretty ship, I'll give her that. It's a nice introduction to the traits of this tech tree of cruisers with the very floaty shells. One thing to also mention is she does have that that shorter AP fuse, and because of the shorter AP fuse, you can find against thick armor you're just going to get lots and lots of shatters. However, against thin armor you can really stack up some punches. Now, I think at close range you can. What I find is, with the high explosives against battleships, you usually get lots and lots of shatters which don't yield much damage, but do have a chance to set fires. And your other option is maybe to go for armor piercing, but with the armor piercing you probably want to be aiming for the superstructure, which means you're looking for like penetrating shots on the superstructure. Because the fuse is so short, it shouldn't be over pen, so you should actually get a decent amount of damage. He's got a damage cond, which is a bad thing to do, because like we've said, the fires per minute chance on the Dallas is very good. I'm going to be brave here, and I'm going to offer my broadside, because if he's firing AP, there's a chance maybe it might overpen? I don't know. He's got a decent trajectory coming down. Oh well, that's the end of that game. So, another strange game. I seem to be keep getting strange games in the Dallas tonight. 55,000 damage, first blood, 120 hits on target, 8 fires, so that's quite good. You can see the amount of fires you can get out of these is quite nice. Second of the team, I'm happy with that. Nice little earner. The Mahan, who covered off the bases and captured the base, did quite well. Probably got a lot of points for capturing the base there. And the economy made a pretty penny at the end of the day. That's all good. Well, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe, and if you are already subscribed, then thank you very much, guys. If you have any of your own captures, any funny moments, good games, clutch moments, things like that, you can always send them in. Our email address is down in the description, along with the commander build and the ship modules used in this game. I'm the Gareth Major, and back to the port.